Hello everyone, and I'm here with a tutorial that I've been meaning to make for a while, partly for YouTube and partly for myself in case I ever forget how I managed to do this. It's a tutorial for the Elder Scrolls for Oblivion, and it's a way to create your own custom summon spells. And by that I don't mean summon spells of creatures that are already in the game, such as skeletons and zombies. You can actually create any kind of summon spell that you please. This is actually really simple in the actual interface in the construction set, but it only allows you to have like one or two, and then you end up having to overwrite already existing spells. But this is a scripted spell that will enable you to summon your own creatures into the game. So of course you're going to need the Elder Scrolls for construction set. You don't need the script extender for this, just the construction set, and it is compatible with any mod. Like, this should not affect any mod. So after you're done doing your open to whatever mods that you use, or you can just literally stay as just the standard Oblivion ESM. I've obviously got a few mods enabled, but these mods are just by choice as opposed to necessary. They add a few extra creatures to the game, so it enables me to add more creatures to my current mod. So once you're done opening all that up, you'll see I've got some examples over here. I'm just going to open one of those up here. This is a fire imp. So I've actually made a spell that enables me to summon this fire imp. You can see here he's got a unique ID. He's got a name which says summon fire imp. And yeah, we're going to figure out how to do this with, let's pick a creature that I've not done before so you can see it from scratch. I'm going to look down the creatures list, and I'm going to, let's have a black bear. I've not got a black bear summon at the moment. There is actually a black bear summon in the game if you've got spell tomes, but other than that there's no other way to summon a black bear, and that spell tome is quite rare to come across. It's so ridiculously rare that I've actually found that tome. So I'm just going to call it Q, and what was the code I'm going for? QSummoned. And then I'm going to get rid of creature here. ScriptEffectStart. That'll do. You can obviously call this anything you want. You might just want to call it summoned blah blah blah. I'm using Q because that's like my code for where I store everything that I make for my mods. So I'm going to go with summoned black bear as my name as well. So it's really straightforward. We can see it's level 7, the combat style. We don't need to mess with any of those things unless you really want to. You can mess with the scale if you want it bigger or smaller. You can mess with the type of soul gem it has. But other than that, we don't really want to mess with anything here unless you want to. But it's not necessary. Next, we're going to go over to factions, and we're going to delete where it says creature faction. We're going to go to character, faction, and we're going to type in P for pencil, and we're going to find where it says player faction. It should be the first, second, or third one, depends on what mod you've got installed. So we've got a player faction, and you can leave the rank as 0. This just means now that the black bear that we summon is not going to attack us because he's part of our faction. It does mean as well that they will attack our enemies because, again, they're part of our faction. Whatever you do, do not click respawn as a check, by the way. That's really vital, that you don't have respawn enabled, because that will really mess up your game in the long run. So you can mess with anything else, make it essential if you want, but just do not respawn it. Inventory, again, you can put anything in there. Spells, it's already got a few spells already, like its disease ability. Again, you can add to that if you really want to, but that's pretty much all we want to deal with as our bear, you can see here. Next, we're going to go to AI. We're going to remove its standard Wander packages, because if that is the package that it has, it will not follow us around like a summoned creature would. It will just wander around. I mean, it will still fight for us, but it won't follow us, and that's obviously not what we want. So we're going to just need to find the right window. Go to AI packages. You can get here from character and packages, and we're going to press F for Florence, and we're going to find where the follow player package is here, and we're going to drag the follow player package into our window. So now it will actually follow us. We're then going to set the aggression to 10. If you set the aggression to 100, it will attack your other summoned creatures, it will attack your allies, it will attack anyone that's not you. So we want to set the aggression as 10 so that it will get aggressive if it needs to on your behalf. And yeah, if you want to make it so that it never flees, you can set the confidence to 100, things like that. Leave the responsibility as 0. But yeah, don't set the aggression to 0, otherwise it will literally never attack anyone. It will just be passive. So I recommend 10. Then we're going to click Save here. And we're going to click OK. And what should happen now is it'll say the old creature ID is this. Do you want to make a new one? Do you want to click yes? If you click no, it may overwrite the standard black bear. So we want to click yes. Let's create a new form. Okay. So if I press Q, it'll skip down to where I made my creature. As you can see, I've got quite a few creatures here, like imps, goblins, ogres. We're just going to reopen the black bear to check that all saved. And there we have it. It's exactly as we left it. So that's all functioning. Next, what we're going to do is we're actually going to make the spell. So I'm going to go to, let's see, item and spell. Oh, sorry, magic, not item. Magic and then spell. Again, I'm going to go to Q because I've already got some pre-made spells here. Such as, I don't know, Summon Iron Knight, which is a really cool one that I made. Alright, Summon Ogre. Let's do this one. So I'm going to very, very simply change this from QSummonOgre to QSummonBlack Bear. And again, the name is going to be Summon Black Bear. As you can see, I've got a script effect here. I'm going to double click on this. Got a script here that says Summon Ogre Now, and it's a script effect. We're going to actually create a new one here. I'm going to link this code in the description. All you can see is that this code will... I'm not going to explain really what it does because it's not necessary, but it basically has a permanent copy of this creature in a different cell, and we're going to place a copy of this creature into a range of, like, basically next to us. It will summon the creature next to you. This code is actually far from perfect because I've not quite figured out how to make it so that the creature disappears after it's defeated or the timer runs out. So if you do use this, your creature will die and it will sort of stay on the floor when it dies instead of disappearing like a normal summon spell. I will eventually figure out how to make it disappear, but if you want to make it so that it dying doesn't really affect your game too much, you can just make it so it has no items equipped to it, so you can't just loot it permanently or anything like that. For me, I just leave like the bear pelt in there because it doesn't really bother me. I don't usually pick that up anyway. So we're going to change here where it says SCN. We're going to that basically says the script name, so we're going to put SCN, and we're going to change it from Summon Ogre Now to Summon Bear Now. Okay, like so. We're going to go to where it says set ref name to refCaster.PlaceAtMe. we're going to change to QSummoned, and was it Black Bear? Is that what it's called? Summon. Summon. Oh yeah, it should say summoned. Wherever it is. Yes, where's my Black Bear, just to confirm it. Can't seem to see where it's gone. Okay, just open here again. Yeah, it was summoned. Okay, I just have to check because... Alright, so this part has to match the ID of the creature. So it says QSummonedBlack, so I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it here. So it's going to set it so that that is placed at me, the black bear. And... Alright, scroll down, just make sure everything else... I think there's one more I need to check, but that might be it, actually. This just is the sound effects. No, I think that's everything. Yeah, just changing that to Summon Black Bear. I think that's it. Okay, we want to make sure it's a magic effect. I'm going to click Control-A, Control-C, and you'll see why. Because if I click Save now, it'll overwrite my Ogre script. I'm going to click New. Do you want to save the current script? I'm going to click No. And I'm going to then change my script type from object to magic effect, because by default it will be an object. And then we should have it. It should have copied over, and it should all be okay, like that. So then I'm going to click Save. Okay, and then close it, like so. And then it won't appear while this is open, so I'm going to need to close this again, open this again, and go to find where it is. Oh wait, maybe I need to close the whole window actually. Yeah, I think I do. So apologies about that. I'm going to close the whole window. So I'm going to cancel what I was doing there. Go back to spell again. Go back to my summon ogre again, change it back because I wasted time a bit doing that. Summon bear again. Or it should be summon black bear rather. Summon black bear. And summon black bear again. Now I'll double click on this and it should appear. Summon bear now? I think it is. I may have accidentally put it as summon bear now. Yeah, it is. Okay, I've accidentally put it as summon bear now. I should have put that as summon black bear just for consistency. So, alright, it's fine though. It still works. So yeah, summon bear now is there. And I'm going to make this one a 70-second effect. You can set it as long as you want. Make sure it's set to self. Skull conjuration, of course, because it is a conjuration spell, but if you really wanted to, you could set it to a different skull, but we're going to leave it as conjuration. It says spell level is expert, so it's actually set to journeyman here, so I'm going to leave it as a journeyman. It feels like a bear would be a journeyman style spell, so I'm going to leave that as a journeyman. I can choose the spell cost instead of auto-calculating. And I think that a black bear is a little bit weaker than an ogre, so we're going to set this spell cost to 150. It's not quite as strong as an ogre, really. And, yep, I think that should do it. We don't want to tick anything over here, unless you want to. Again, you can make yourself immune to silence with this spell, but you can even set it so that you start with this spell. Again, I'm not going to do that. And you can click OK. Would you like to make a new spell? Basically, click yes. So yeah, we should have our spell here. QSummon Black Bear, there it is. So that's the spell created. Now we need to actually put it into the game so that you can obtain it. So I'm going to close all of these things such as faction, and I'm going to close my packages. And what you want to do then is go to character and quest, which I already have open down here. And basically, you want to make it so that there's a person that can give you the spell. So I prefer to make, you could put it in a guy's spell list, but it's not always guaranteed that they will sell it. So I prefer to make sure 100% that it's going to be sold. I'm going to make a new topic. I'm going to put Q, and I'm going to put MC because that's the name of my guild that I'm making this for. And I'm going to put sell summon black bear, something like that. Okay, it doesn't really matter what you call it, but that's what I'm calling it. So I've made a topic here. I'm going to click OK onto that topic. And now I'm just going to give it a name, summon black bear. And I don't remember how much my ogre was. So I want to make it a bit cheaper than an ogre. I don't want to make it as expensive. Or a lion even a bit more expensive than a lion. So this one. No, it's a rat. We don't want to summon a rat. Let's see. 250, 250. Where's my ogre? Oh, there's my ogre. Okay. So my ogre was 750 gold. A troll for 500. So let's make this 700 gold. Let's do that. Or let's do 725. Okay. So it's going to cost 725 gold. That's obviously just to let the player know how much it's going to cost them. I'm going to then click new and something like, I have discovered a way to summon a black bear whilst they are weaker than their brown brothers. They still pack a wallop. No, still pack a punch, something like that. Alright, and I'm just going to put that the guy's happy while he's saying this. He's really happy that he figured out how to summon a black bear. Okay. Alright, now, if I leave it like this, it will cause a horrible thing to happen where every single NPC in the game will say this sentence. So we want to make it specific to a character. So, of course, I'm assuming that you've got characters in the game that you want to set this to. I'm going to, for all intents and purposes, set it to a guy called Raymond, who's like a main spell person in my particular mod. Wherever he is, Raymond. There you are. Okay. So Raymond, as you can see, sells quite a few of my spells. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make sure that our condition is get ISID and set it to where it says function. You want that the name of the NPC. I've already done that. You want to make sure this is set to 1. I'm just going to copy this condition because I'm going to need it soon. Where it says add topics, I'm going to right click, add topic, and I'm going to choose the topic that I made, which was something about summons. Where was it? MC, sell something. MC, sell summon black bear. So I want this to appear when I greet with Raymond, so I'm going to click OK. So yeah, your character will need a greeting, and you'll need to attach that to the greeting where it says add topic, so that the character will it will come up in there speaking once you've actually set up the character's greeting. So example, mine says Raymond, Magic Crafter rank, blah blah blah. It means now when I talk to him, it'll add the topic that we just made. Go back to the topic again. Again, it was sell black bear or whatever it was. MC sell black bear. Okay, and the condition I just made, I'm going to paste it down here so that it lists Q Raymond. And now I'm going to use a little bit of conditions from another summon spell I had. I'm going to use a get gold condition. Because I set it so that you need 725 gold to buy this black bear, if I don't put this condition, it means that you can actually just get the spell even if you don't have the gold equipped. So I'm going to set it so the function name is get gold. You don't need a function info. It does need to run on target, yes. And then we want the greater or equal to, and I'm going to change the number from 250 to 725. Okay, so basically that's telling Raymond that if I don't have 725 gold or more, not to display the option to get this text. The last part, we're getting close now. We're going to go to result script. Okay, and we're going to type in a result here. I'm just going to again copy it from one I've already done to speed it up. But it's going to go like this. Player, add spell, Q, summon, and then black bear, because that's the name of the spell. Nope, spelled it wrong then. That would have been a nightmare. So yeah, Q, summon, black bear. Player dot remove item F, which is gold, and 725. Okay. And that should be it. You can set it so that he only says it once. That means that once you've bought the spell once, you can't run this dialogue again. I personally leave that off because I like to, for my mod purposes, remember who sells what spells. And sometimes it's quicker just to go in game and check, oh, who sells this, who sells that. But yeah, you could set it to say it once, and it means that once you've bought this spell, he won't ever bring up this spell again. If you leave it as how I've left it, though, you could click it again and he will take the gold, but it'll have no effect because you've already learnt the spell. So it's up to you, really. So then I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to close all my dialog boxes and click Save. Oh, missed one. Which one? I left open. Which dialog box have I left open? Ah, Summon Black Bear. Click OK on that. Now click Save. So yeah, this is assuming that you already know the basics of the construction set. If you don't know the basics of the construction set, please let me know and I can make more tutorials on getting you to that point. So I've saved it, and you don't actually need to close the construction set to check if it's worked in game. I used to think that you had to. Just check this is still recording. So I'm going to open Oblivion, and hopefully this will show up on my recording so that you can see this work in actual action. Okay, I'm going to click loads, and I had a save in Reveal, which I think I was in the middle of getting some skooma for a quest. I don't remember what quest it was right now. So I'm going to go to where I made my modded character that does this, but you don't need a modded character. You could theoretically just do this with a character that's already in the game. So the Magic Crafters Leowin, that's my own personal guild that I'm in the process of making. It's been a very long and slow process. So I'm going to go... here's one of the Iron Knights that you can learn to summon, they're pretty cool. I'm going to go into the Magic Crafters like so, and find wherever Raymond is. Raymond might be sleeping at this time because it's quite late, so yeah, I should probably check upstairs. As you can see, this is modelled very closely from the Mages Guild. Oh wait, the sleeping quarters are downstairs. Alright, that's the library. Let's go to the sleeping quarters, which is down here. Well, he should be asleep, and because this is a scripted conversation, it doesn't matter if he's asleep or awake, he'll still sound with a spell.
Morning.
Where are you?
Hail.
It's Yushi, Raymond. Professor Isaac. Here he is.
How's
so if
business?
I speak to
Are
him...
things going well?
Absolutely.
What's the news from the other
Blah,
parts
blah, blah.
of town?
Yeah, we can see here. Summon a black bear for 725 gold, along with some of my other summon spells. Now, let me check how much gold I have. I have 987. So yeah, if I for argument's sake do this, player.remove item F 500, remove item from me. I'll speak to him now, and you'll see that the summon black bear option is not available because I don't have enough gold. I'm going to give myself that money back. Change it to add item instead of remove item.
Farewell.
Okay. And I'm going to speak to him now about summon a black bear. Okay, summon a black bear added, you can see in the top left.
Goodbye.
So let's go and test the
I
spell.
have heard Argonia is a strange and treacherous.
I need to find an enemy to trigger this spell on, otherwise you won't really see anything. So let's just, for argument's sake, of course it has to be night time. Should probably wait till daytime so you can see it. See if we can find any old enemy. Just in the forest somewhere. Or I could be really unlucky and not find anything. Sod's law. Usually when I'm just running through the forest I come across like a billion enemies, but I'm actually trying to find one. It's lucky I just became a journeyman at Conjuration actually, otherwise I wouldn't even be able to summon this. So I was only apprentice until like 2 days ago. Alright, here's a ruin. Hopefully there's an enemy sitting outside, otherwise we'll have to go inside, which is a bit more annoying. Right, I can hear something. There is an enemy around somewhere. Let's just see if we can find it. Okay, it's down there, it's an enemy. So that's perfect. F3 to get into my spells. Summon Black Bear, 117. Because I've obviously leveled up my magic a bit. And there's my black bear. Oh, does he's just turned the black bear on at me. So let's summon a new one, otherwise my black bear's going to attack me. He's used a spell on it to make it slow, which is not good. So he's being drained as well now. This is a crazed thing from my being really unfortunate. Come on, black bear, hit him. As you can see, if I summon a black bear, it replaces the old one, which is kind of cool. Nearly dead. Okay, and there we go, my black bear's attacking him. Finally you can see what I was wanting to show you. And there we go, my black bear won. And I'm on like a pixel left of health. Yeah, so my black bear will stay around for 70 seconds. He's following me around somewhat. And yeah, unfortunately I haven't figured out yet how to make the body fade. I will figure it out. But if I walk away, he will eventually follow me to wherever I go for 70 seconds. You can see 36 seconds left there. Eventually he will die. Nope, he's decided not to follow me. Usually he follows me. Hey, you. He's doing something. Usually he's supposed to follow me. So if he follows me in here, he might not. Nope. There he is. Okay, now he's following me. For some reason, I had to go in somewhere and out somewhere. Now he's following me, as you can see. Alright, so yeah, the spell works. That's how it works. I hope this tutorial has been useful for you. I know it's really long, but there's quite a lot to cover in it. Till next time, bye-bye.